everyone, welcome back to Wheel Reverend A, your trusted pit stop for all things two wheels. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most popular entry-level sport bikes on the market, the brand new 2025 Kawasaki Ninja 400. Whether you're a beginner looking for your first bike or a seasoned rider who wants a lightweight sport machine, the Ninja 400 has always had something special to offer. And the 2025 model continues that legacy with some exciting updates, so let's get right into it. First things first, let's talk about the heart of the Ninja 400. Kawasaki hasn't strayed too far from its winning formula. The 2025 Ninja 400 still runs on that familiar 399cc parallel twin engine that's become a favorite for riders all over the world. It delivers around 45 horsepower and about 28 Nm of torque, giving you just the right amount of punch for city commutes, twisty back roads, and even the occasional track day. It's smooth, predictable, and lively, exactly what you want when you're learning the ropes or just looking to have some fun without getting in over your head. One thing that stands out is how usable the power is. Kawasaki has always tuned this engine to be super approachable. The throttle response is crisp but not jumpy, and the power band is broad enough that you don't feel like you have to wring its neck all the time. For 2025, they've made some minor tweaks to improve fuel efficiency and emissions compliance, but the core ride experience stays true to what riders love about the Ninja 400. It's light, rev-happy, and just plain fun. Now, moving on to the chassis and handling. This is where the Ninja 400 really shines and continues to punch well above its weight class. The bike weighs in at just about 366 pounds, or 166 kilos wet. That makes it one of the lightest bikes in its segment, and you really feel that when you flick it into corners. The trellis frame, inspired by the bigger Ninja models, gives it impressive stability and nimbleness. Whether you're carving up mountain roads or dodging through city traffic, the Ninja 400 feels planted yet agile, exactly what you want from a bike like this. Suspension duties are handled by a 41mm telescopic front fork and a preload adjustable rear shock. Nothing too fancy, but perfectly dialed in for a mix of comfort and sporty feel. The braking setup remains strong too, with a single 310mm front disc with a twin piston caliper and a 220mm rear disc. ABS comes standard, giving newer riders peace of mind, especially in wet conditions. Let's talk design, because that's a huge part of the Ninja's appeal. The 2025 Ninja 400 stays true to the aggressive styling language we've come to expect from Kawasaki's Ninja lineup. Up front, you've got the sharp twin LED headlights that look like they've been lifted straight from the bigger Ninja ZX-6R or even the ZX-10R. The fairings have been slightly tweaked for better aerodynamics and to give the bike an even sharper, racier profile. It's got that unmistakable supersport look, but in a package that won't scare you away. Ergonomically, it strikes a nice balance too. The clip-on handlebars are slightly raised compared to pure supersports, so you get a sporty riding posture without breaking your back or wrists on longer rides. The seat height stays manageable at around 30.9 inches, making it accessible for a wide range of riders. The digital analog instrument cluster gives you all the info you need: a gear position indicator, fuel gauge, trip meters, and a clear tachometer that encourages you to rev it out. For 2025, Kawasaki has added some fresh color options and new graphics to keep things exciting. There's a classic Kawasaki lime green, of course, because what's a Ninja without that iconic green? But there's also a stealthy black and a striking metallic red for those who want something a bit different. Little details like the sporty windshield and the underbelly cowl add to the big bike feel, even though it's so friendly to ride. One of the key selling points for the Ninja 400 has always been how well it balances performance and everyday usability. You can take it to a weekend track day and surprise bigger bikes in the corners, then ride it home and use it for your daily commute without breaking your back or your bank. It's light on maintenance too, and Kawasaki's reliability means you're not constantly in the garage fixing things. Let's touch on price. The 2025 Kawasaki Ninja 400 comes in at around $5,700, depending on your market and local taxes. That's an incredible value for what you're getting: a sporty, reliable, and good-looking bike that won't intimidate you but will definitely grow with you as your skills improve. For new riders, it's a confidence booster. For experienced riders, it's a reminder that sometimes less really is more, especially when it comes to lightweight, nimble fun. So, who is this bike for? Honestly, almost everyone. If you're just starting out, the Ninja 400 is forgiving enough to help you learn, but won't become boring once you get the basics down. If you're an experienced rider who wants a second bike for city riding or a lightweight canyon carver, it'll keep you grinning every time you twist the throttle. And if you're a track enthusiast on a budget, there's a whole community that races these bikes competitively, with plenty of aftermarket parts to dial it into your taste. At the end of the day, the 2025 Ninja 400 is proof that you don't need massive horsepower or a huge price tag to have a great time on two wheels. It's approachable, affordable, stylish, and just plain fun, and that's exactly why it continues to be a favorite in the entry-level sport bike class. Alright, that's it for today's deep dive on the 2025 Kawasaki Ninja 400. If you found this review helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Wheel Reverend for more bike reviews and riding tips, and let us know in the comments, would you pick the Ninja 400 as your first bike, or do you have your eyes on something else? Ride safe, and we'll see you next time.